Om Shanti. Today is Murli's 3 March 2025. Morning Murli. Om Shanti Bab Dada Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, keep this unlimited drama constantly in your consciousness and you will have limitless happiness. Baba said, limitless drama or unlimited drama. On remembering unlimited drama, you will have unlimited happiness. This drama is limited of 5,000 years, but it runs constantly in a cycle. One 5,000 year completes, another starts. So it is like unlimited drama. It is the good effort makers, the very special children who are worshipped the most. We are humans now. Worshipped in we would be worshipped in next drama when Dwapar Yuga starts. So we are what very special children who knew God, who worshipped God, and now we would be getting worshipped in Dwapara and Kali Yuga. Questions: which consciousness liberates you from all types of sorrow of this world? What is the way to remain cheerful? Answer: remain constantly aware that you are now going to a future new world. Which world? Satya Yuga. Maintain the happiness of the future and you will forget all your sorrow. In this world of obstacles, there will be obstacles, but when you remain aware that you will only be in this world for a few more days, you will remain cheerful. Few more days means it's a Sangam Yuga. Satyug is about to come. Satyug will come, this Kalyug will go. This is Sangama Yuga, where Satyug begins and Kali Yuga ends. So if you remember this, in this world you have to remain for some days or Satyug will arrive one or now or later you will remain happy. Today's song is Awaken O Brides Awaken. The new day is about to dawn. In Hindi, we call it Jaag Sajaniya Jaag. Achhe din aaye ke aaye. Om Shanti. This song is very good. When you listen to this song, the secrets of all your 84 births from the very beginning come into your intellect. It has been explained to you children that when you come down here from up above, you don't come down via the subtle region. However, you do now have to return there via the subtle region. We know this is earth. Above it there is a subtle world. And above that there is a world of souls which we call Paramdhama. So when we come from Paramdham to earth, it is said here that you don't come through subtle world, passing through subtle world. But when we would go back there after this yuga ends, after this kalpa ends, when we would be going there, we have to pass through the subtle world. And then we would have to enter in Paramdhama. However, you do now have to return there via the subtle world. It is only at the time that Baba shows you the subtle region. What is subtle region? It is present in whole 5,000 years. But it is the only time which is about to come when Baba will show a subtle world. Subtle world will not be seen by us in any other yuga except the end of Sangam Yuga also. At the end of Sangam Yuga, we would be seeing that subtle world, and apart from that time, we won't be seeing that Sangam Yuga even in Kali Yuga, Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga. Never. Satyuga, no, never. These aspects of the knowledge are not known in the golden and silver ages. What I said? It's not known in there. Nor are there any of these pictures there. There are many pictures of the path of devotion. The deities, etc., are worshipped a great deal. Durga, Kali, and Saraswati are in fact all one, but she has been given many different names. The good effort makers, the very special ones, will be worshipped the most. Among us who will do more study, more prushartha, would achieve would achieve greater heights in future, would rule the world. Once we rule ourselves, our senses, then we would rule the world there. The good efforts maker will be worshipped the most. You know that from being worthy of worship, you became worshippers and begin to worship Baba and yourselves. We were we were earlier worthy of worship, now we are worshippers. Why this occurred? Due to Maya. All five evil things in us. What? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, lust, anger, greed, all these virtues in males and women's. This one, Brahma Baba used to worship Narayana. This is a world wonderful play. Just as there is happiness on seeing a play, so this too is an unlimited play. No one knows about it. All the secrets of this drama are now in your intellect. Now we all know from where does this drama starts, from where does it end, when does Baba come, when will this end, and when will we go to Satyug. We all know that. Who told us? Baba told us that. When you maintain the happiness of the future, the sorrow of the present disappears. Many write, Baba, there are so many obstacles and we experience a loss. Some says that Baba, there is many obstacles and we experience a loss. The father says, no matter what obstacles comes in front of you, whether you are a millionaire today and you go bankrupt tomorrow, you still have to stay in the happiness of the future. Baba, you know what he said? He said, whether you are a millionaire or about to bankrupt, no matter. Because we don't have to feel the happiness of this birth. We have to feel the happiness of next upcoming birth. We are about to enter. Happiness of the future. This is Ravan's devilish world. Where you are walking and moving around one or another obstacle will come. Very few days remain for this world. We will then go to that world of limitless happiness. Baba says, yesterday we were ugly, we were village urchins. The Father is now giving us this knowledge and making us beautiful. You know that the Father is the seed and the truth and the living being. He is called the Supreme Soul. He resides in the highest abode of all. He doesn't enter the cycle of rebirths. He doesn't take rebirths. Those he made, like us, enters into rebirth. All of us enter the cycle of rebirth, whereas he stays in the reserve. He do not rebirth, he stays as reserve. Don't take any birth. He has to come at the end of the cycle and grant everyone salvation. Salvation means boon. For birth, after birth on the path of devotion, you have been singing, Baba, when you come, we will belong to you. बाबा जब आप आएंगे तब हम वारी जाएंगे. We will belong to you means we have called you since 2500 years, half of the kalp, half of this world drama cycle. And when you will come in the end, we will be yours, we will love you, we will like you, everything. This is a world of sorrow. Bharat is so poor. The father says, I made Bharat so wealthy and Ravana then made it into hell. Who made it into hell? Ravana. Our own Ravana. Inside made other people to attack on Bharat. You children are now sitting directly in front of the father. Many live at home with their families. Not everyone can sit here. Where? In Madhuban. Yes, it's Murli is in Madhuban before 1960s. Around the time 1960s. You may wear colored clothes. Who says that you have to wear white clothes? Baba has never told anyone this. It is because you do not like colored clothes that you wear white. Although, whilst living here, you wear white clothes. Those who wear colored clothes can still benefit many in their dresses. Doesn't says on our external appearance. He says on our internal thoughts. He says to make our thoughts like him. Baba, like Baba thinks you to think like that. He didn't say to us wear white clothes. Even in colored clothes, if you remember him, he will give you virtues. He will give you boons. He will allow you to rule this world in Satya. No matter what language you speak, no matter how you appear, no matter how much new dresses, expensive dresses you wear, no matter which dress you wear, no matter from which ethnicity or religion or background you come, just remember him like he is, not to enter your thoughts into that remembrance. Once you will be remembering him like he is, you will get the throne of Satyuga, not the throne of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga throne is destructible, it's indestructible in Satyuga. The women tried to explain to their husband. God speaks, becomes pure, become pure. Pure means brahmacharya, not to think about any other gender, and instead, and in spite our own gender also. It is because the deities were pure that people bow down to the idols of them. It is very good to become pure. You know that it is now the end of the world. What will you do with all that money? There is so much robbery. There is so much bribery. The saying some people's wealth will remain buried and some people's wealth will be stolen. But only the wealth of those who use it in the name of the God will be used in a worthwhile way. Applies to this time. If your wealth is there, you apply it in the God's work. Only then it would be fruitful. Human beings donate to impure human beings. Like all the humans which have virtues in them are said impure because they do not have purity in them. If they have lust, they see other person with a view of lust. It we can't say that he is pure, he or she is pure, he or she is lustful. Here, donations from pure, charitable souls are accepted. You have no connection with anyone except Brahmins. You have no connection with anyone except Brahmins. You are pure charitable souls. You only carry out pure charitable acts. Only you stay in these buildings that have been built. There is no question of sin. Whatever money you have, you spend that on making Bharat into heaven. Whatever money you have, you spend it in Bharat making it heaven, because whatever you spend 100 times would be get returned to you in such a way. In this yuga also, if you would be helpful to him, he will be helpful to you. There is no question of sin. Whatever money you have, you spend it on making Bharat into heaven. Some of you even go without food and say, Baba, lay one brick of this building in my name so that I can receive a palace in return. Some of you even go without food and say, Baba, lay one brick of this building in my name so that I can receive a place in return. Such children are very sensible. Means that children have just that much amount of money through which they can give a brick to the building. And they say, Baba, this is brick from my side into this building, and in return, give me a palace. In return, such children are very sensible. You receive gold in return for stones. We receive gold in return of stones. Very little time remains. You do so much service. Fairs and exhibitions continue to increase. You daughters simply have to become more clever. Some of you do not belong to the unlimited father. You won't let go of your attachments. Some of you do not belong to the unlimited father. What is father saying? He's saying that if you won't get off your attachments, what does Baba says? If you don't go out of your attachments, it seems that you are not a father who gave birth to you is saying that. The father says, I sent you to heaven. I am now making you ready to go to heaven again. I made you in heaven. He is saying that I am allowing you to go into heaven again. Even I am making you able to enter into heaven, making you worth of entering into heaven. If you follow Srimad, you claim a high status. No one else can say these things except Father who made this whole world. The whole world cycle as well as the incorporeal world, the subtle world and corporeal world in your intellect. Incorporeal, corporeal and subtle world. The father says, children become spinners of the discuss of self-realization and continue to explain to others. What he say? He says that what he says that understand your internal feelings and understand your internal feelings and each and every thoughts coming into your mind. Spin means put a cycle of them into your mind and carefully look at them. Self realization and continue to explain it to others also. Just look what kind of business this is. You yourselves becomes wealthy master of heaven, and so you also have to make others the same. We are what? The rulers of the heaven, owner of the heaven when we would do Purusharth. You yourself becomes wealthy master of heaven, and so you also have to make others the same. The only thing that should remain in your intellect is how you can show the path to others. The only thing which should remain, the only thing which should remain into your intellect is that how you can show path to the others. According to drama, whatever has passed was in the drama. We observe whatever happens second by second as detached observers. The Father gives you children visions through divine drishti. As you make progress, you will have many visions. People will be crying out in the distress, whereas you will be applauding in happiness. What Father says? Father says that people would be crying in distress and you will be applauding in happiness because you know it's about to come and you are prepared about that. You remembered Baba, so you won't be in sorrow. Those who didn't remember Baba, who didn't identify that God has come on this world, would be in sorrow. They would be crying and you would be applauding that, yes, you know, and you told them to remember Baba, but they didn't. We are changing from human beings into deities, not into God, into deities. Deities are the children of God, having the same characteristics of God. And so a new world is definitely needed for us. Destruction is fixed for this. This is a good thing. All the people believe that they should not fight amongst themselves and that there should be peace. All of that fighting is fixed in the drama. The two monkeys fight with each other, and the third one takes the butter from between them. Therefore, the father now says, remember me, the father, and show everyone this path. Live in simplicity and eat simple food. Sometimes you are given very good hospitality. You say of the treasure store from which you eat, Baba, all of this is yours. The father says, look after it as trustees. Just see yourself as a trustee of this everything you have. All is it of Baba. Baba gives us about according to our needs, according to our karmas, and takes according to our karmas. Baba, all this have been given by you. On the path of devotion, this was said just for the sake of saying it. Now I am telling you to become trustees. In that path of devotion, we used to say that everything is yours, God. But now Father is saying, really prove it. If everything is mine, then prove it how it is mine. Spend each and every second of your life in spreading the message of God. Father is saying that. Spreading the message of God. I am now personally in front of you. I become the trustee, and then in return, you make you into trustees too. Whatever you are going to do, first ask. Baba continues to give advice about everything. Baba, shall I build a house? Shall I do this? Baba says, yes, you may, but you must not give anything to sinful souls. What Father says, the souls which are sinful, don't give anything to them. Build a house for you. First, give that money to the God's work, and uh, if that occurs, build the house from that money. Shall I do this? Baba says yes. The father asks, why do you want to become impure? However, if it is not in their fortune, they become impure. There are many different cases. Even though someone stays pure, Maya slaps that soul who then becomes very bad. Maya is very powerful. Baba is saying that if it would be in your karmas and in your future, you won't become impure, you would remain pure. But if your destiny is to become impure, you would become impure. Maya will slap you and make you impure. When someone goes under the influence of lust, it has to be said that has destined in the drama. Whatever has happened up to now also happened a cycle ago. It is nothing new. Many create obstacles while we are carrying out this good task. This is nothing new. We definitely have to make Bharat into heaven with our bodies, minds, and wealth. We will sacrifice everything to the Father. You children know that you are serving Bharat spiritually according to Shrimat. What is Shrimat? To give this message, God's message to others. To make yourself into deities is God's message. To change yourself every day. To bring deities qualities into you. Don't get indulged into lust, anger, and evil things. It is in your intellect that you are establishing your kingdom, once again. The father says, open a spiritual hospital come university on 3 square feet of land through which people can become ever healthy and wealthy. However, no one no one even gives 3 square feet of land. They say the Brahma Kumaris will cast a spell on you and make you into brothers and sister. This is very good method that is created for you in the drama. A brother and sister cannot have bad vision for one another. Nowadays there are so many dirty things in the world. Don't even ask. Just as the Father feels mercy, so your children also has to feel mercy. Just as the Father changes hell into heaven, so you merciful children have to become the Father's helpers. What is the work of this deity birth after we got the Gyan? What is the main of this? What is the main aim of this life? The main aim of this life is to convert this Bharat into from hell into heaven. This is our main aim. And what's the father's aim? Father's aim is also same. To convert Bharat into heaven. So we have to helpful with the father. To help father. There is no question of any extra expense in this. Simply keep these pictures there. The locks on the intellects of those who took this knowledge a cycle ago will open. Those who knows this knowledge a cycle ago, world cycle ago, would again come and find this knowledge as they have taken this knowledge earlier also. So many children come from so far away in order to study. Baba has seen that some children leave their village at night and reach their center in the morning. They fill their aprons and return home. Let the apron of none of you be such that everything you hear falls out of it. What status would you claim? Baba is saying that if you are spending time into Shrimat, make your mind into that zone. Whatever you listen, you can grab that. At least some of that you can incorporate into life. Not everything, but the maximum you try. You should incorporate into your life. What status would you claim? You children should have a lot of happiness that the unlimited Father is teaching you in order to give you your unlimited inheritance. This knowledge is so easy. The Father understands that those with completely stone intellects have to be made into those with divine intellects. Those with stone intellects have to be made into divine intellects. Baba has a lot of happiness. It is incognito. And this knowledge is also incognito. Mama and Baba become Lakshmi and Narayana, and so should you become anything else. I too will do service. Therefore, have the intoxication of establishing your kingdom with the power of yoga. You must feel restless. You must feel hurry to establish the kingdom with the help of yoga and to help Baba in establishing the religion, in establishing the kingdom with the power of yoga. You are now becoming the master of heaven. What we would become? Master of heaven. This knowledge will not remain there. This knowledge is for the present time. Baba is saying that you will become the master of heaven, but you know this thing only here, not there. Acha. To you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. We spiritual children says good morning to the father. Thank you, father. Essence for dharana. What you have to inculcate. The essence, summary. Become sensible and make everything worthwhile by using it in the name of God. Do not give anything to impure ones. Have no connection with anyone but Brahmins. Who are Brahmins? Who knows Baba? Have no connection with anyone but Brahmins. Second, make sure there are no holes in the apron of your intellect that would allow this knowledge to fall out. The unlimited father is teaching you in order to give you your unlimited inheritance. Stay in this incognito happiness. Become merciful as the father. Become merciful and give that knowledge that God has came to everyone. Stay in the incognito happiness means your internal happiness. Stay in that internal happiness and spread. After that feeling happiness, spread this knowledge through which you felt happiness. Blessings. May you be constantly happy and victorious and experience contentment through completion and perfection. May you be constantly happy and victorious and experience contentment through completion and perfection. Those who are full of all treasures are constantly content. Contentment means fullness. Just as the Father is full, so in praise of Him, He is called the ocean. In the same way, you children also become master oceans. That is, you become full and constantly continue to dance in happiness. Nothing but happiness can be inside you. Because you yourselves are full, you will not be troubled by anyone. You will experience any type of confusion or obstacle to be game, and a problem will become a mean of entertainment. You will experience any type of confusion or obstacle to be a game, and a problem will become a mean of entertainment. When you understand you have that much virtue, and everything you Baba will understand. Just remember him. Because of your intellect having faith, you will be constantly happy and victorious. Just what thing? Faith. Slogan. Do not be afraid of daily